Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. This is Lunar Goddess Tarot. And as you probably have noticed, I've taken a little bit of a hiatus, a hiatus. Um, and, but this time it's not because I'm moving through a dark night of the soul. I'm moving through a light night of the soul, or a light dawn of the soul, if you will. I am holding space for the collective, and that has required a good bit of energy on my part. But I did want to make it clear that as I'm holding space for the collective, I am really invested in my own joy as well. So you're going to be holding one of two spaces right now post lunar and solar eclipse here in the month of June 2021. You're going to either be holding the position or space of holding space for others and for the collective, or you're going to be transmuting. So many times in the past, I have been the transmuter. Heaven decided to give me a little bit of a break, and this time around decided that I would instead be the holder of the light. So I am encapsulating those of you who are moving through these changes with a little bit more struggle or resistance with so much light and love, and I'm infusing my world every day with the vibration of joy and love. And as you guys have noticed, those of you who are new, this won't be much different. Those of you who have been following me for a while or following me over on Patreon, I include the link below. If you want to check out my Patreon, there's 5 different levels starting at just $5 a month. And you'll know that I am on this journey of self-discovery at this point in time. And that journey of self-discovery is a large part of that is in my service to humanity and my service to this world. So I've been speaking more freely on the things that I hold to be truth, the things that I hold in the light, and what I'm seeing going on in this world right now. And I've really released a lot of the fear, as have many people, as we continue to seed the light on this planet, as we continue to hold space, as we continue to grow and evolve and shift and awaken. So more and more souls are awakened now more than ever before. There's a mass awakening right now. And I think with that mass awakening, there will be a mass exodus of negativity and of the darkness. And so I really, really, really am appealing to you guys to spend time in nature right now, spend time in solitude, spend time in quiet reflection, contemplation, and know that your place in this world is so, so important. Everything, every choice we make, right, brings karma. Every thought that we have is creating our life. So it's not that I've stepped away from the twin flame journey, but in many ways I have, because I'm stepping closer to myself, but that actually is the whole point of the twin flame journey. So you see, in actuality, I'm stepping towards the twin flame journey. But some people may look at that and say, well, she's stepping away from the journey. Wanted to bring in a little bit more light there into the room. That's a little better. I have just decided to focus on myself solely and first and foremost at this time. I've learned a lot about what we're attracting into our lives, how we're attracting that into our lives, and I want to share that with you guys. And so my readings that I offer to you, the personal readings that I offer, and by the way, I do have openings here for the month of June still. I'll be starting those readings here this week. My readings are coaching sessions. They're intuitive coaching sessions. They're guidance sessions. They're not just readings where I interpret the meaning of the card. Yes, the cards tell a story, but your soul tells a story. I look at your birthday. I look at your name. I look at your energy, even just through the email, our interactions. I look at your counterpart if that's what you're inquiring about. But I want you to know that I have many more offerings besides just the twin flame offering. I'm now starting to delve into the realm of soulmates, higher level soulmates, and how they're playing a role on this journey. So if you think you're in a soulmate situation, I can read for you as well. I can read for those love situations. One is not better than the other. They're just different. And I'm really focusing right now on empowering the masculines and the feminines. I have a strong masculine component. of my own. I strongly, strongly identify with the masculine energy. So in fact, what I'm being guided to do with the guidance and help of our beloved soul sister Kelly is I'm going to be delivering messages rather than talking about what the masculine is doing for the feminine in the 3D, which doesn't assist us on our journey, doesn't assist them on their journey, holds both of you back. I'm going to be empowering and assisting the masculines as well as the feminines. And this will be one of my next roles on this journey. And I'll be doing that by providing guidance for the divine masculine. So if you know of a divine masculine who's open and willing or who's lost or confused right now and needs guidance, send them my channel and allow them to explore, because I do have a way of being able to channel the energy for the masculines. And in fact, the masculines come to me in my dreams and in my sleep. I've had 2 ex-lovers, ex-partners come to me in this past week alone, and we're only on Tuesday. So one came on Sunday night, one came last night in my dreams. And these are people that I haven't seen or spoken to in many, many years, and haven't been in a relationship with in over a decade for both of them. Actually, one of them about 15 years. But they're coming to me. These masculines are coming to me for guidance, for help. The masculines are waking up. They're on fire. Okay, so I want you guys to understand that this applies to your inner masculine, so you can read this for your inner masculine as well. But I will be providing guidance for the divine masculines. Shout out to the universe, and shout out to all of you for holding it down as we go through this massive transition right now in the history of Earth, of planet Earth. Thank you for being here, and thank you for providing guidance to other souls and for holding space and for the transmuting. Okay, so Aho, calling in the light workers, calling in the light, calling in all realms of light into this reading, calling in my guides and the ascended masters to assist me as well, Buddha, Yeshua, just to name a few. And I would like to just invoke the spirit of peace and joy. And as I invoke the spirit of peace and joy into this reading, I'm just going to cleanse and clear here with some selenite. Cleanse and clear the camera, cleansing and clearing myself. You might be going through some pretty massive heart chakra upgrades at this time as the masculine energy within all of us awakens. I'm going to actually begin with a deck that you don't see present here. Well, hi guys. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled program. I forgot that I had, it's amazing. Okay. I forgot that I, twice there, okay. Forgetting that I actually had a microphone on, so awesome. That's Mercury retrograde energy for you. Okay, so we're going to look into some energies here. And I am still being called to look into the moon energies because we are still strongly influenced by that new moon solar eclipse in Gemini. Gemini is a very, very light, freeing, and fun, adventurous energy, really beckoning us to explore our local grounds, if you will. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, and I'm going to look into the energies here from the Angel Tarot deck. So that was another long introduction, but I feel much needed. For those of you interested in a personal reading for the month of June, it will be delivered by the end of June. You can reach out to me at the email listed below in the description box. Okay, it's listed below each video, as well as link up to my Patreon, as well as link up to my Amazon wish list. I haven't really mentioned that in a while because you guys were so generous and have gifted me with so many decks. But if you are interested, it's available. Wow, that's a lot of cards. Okay, we've got 4 cards literally flying out of the deck. So we do have the Empress, the 3 of Wands. Yep, waiting for your ships to come in. The Chariot. Let's put these guys up here. And interesting, 10 of Pentacles. Pretty much my favorite card in the deck besides the King of Pentacles or the Queen of Pentacles. But in particular, again, because I'm drawn to the masculine energy and I do possess a lot of that myself, I really like the Queen or the King of Pentacles. Very, very grounded masculine energy. Very, very attractive. It's the attractive, because it's a masculine energy who has created this beautiful, abundant light for himself. And now he gets to invite in his Empress. So let's look at these cards and see how they relate to each other. First of all, the Ten of Pentacles. Of course, I'm drawn to this more than any of the other cards. What I want to say about this is that the Ten of Pentacles talks about a happy, healthy family life, but not just a family life. This is an overall abundance card. The Pentacles representing the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, representing the earth realm, or the 3D realm, the realm of our senses. Taurus rules the five senses. So think about things you can see, hear, taste, touch, smell. That's what we're talking about here within the realm of the Pentacles. Both twins are actually working pretty hard in the 3D, but I will say I think the feminine's more ingrained in the 3D right now, and the masculine is, yes, working on shifting things in his 3D, but very much connected to his spiritual nature right now, his true spiritual essence. So there is a sense of both twins wanting to create, both counterparts or both soulmates wanting to create this more abundant situation, right, for themselves, to really ground in their abundance so that they feel like they can take care of themselves. And it's really about self-reliance. This is the theme and the name of the game right now. And when you're secure, right, with your abundance, when you're secure and you have that nice, cozy home, and many of you are moving homes right now, or thinking about it, or planning on doing it within the next year or so, you will be tapping into this energy of just newness. But it's also about appreciating what's right in front of you. So that's what I really feel with this card. It's the appreciation of everything you have rather than wanting things that you don't yet have. Because how can you, I mean, you say you want the things that you don't have, but then you're not appreciative of what's right in front of you. So it's time to tap into more gratitude, guys. It's time to really, really engage the gratitude muscle so that you can have a better understanding of, or just not even a better understanding, but a more clearer perspective of life. And, you know, it's easy to focus. It's easy for the ego or the mind to focus on what isn't going right at the expense of your happiness. You create your own happiness. It's an inside job. And thinking that someone else is going to come in and create that for you is ludicrous. It's hogwash. It is not true. It's inaccurate. And I think it's actually dangerous, right? To spread that, oh, happiness, you know, and create it. Oh, this person makes me happy. No, they don't have the power to make you happy. Someone else doesn't have the power to make you happy. Someone else doesn't have the power to make you sad. You respond or react to things in your environment and external world, including a relationship, including a conversation, including someone's actions. When somebody steps out on you in a relationship and they lie or they cheat, and many feminines watching are they're clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient. You know, you're very highly intuitive. You're in tune with your emotions, and you know when somebody is lying or cheating. So you've probably caught people lying or cheating, right? People can't lie to a divine feminine. You cannot lie to a feminine. She knows the truth. She will see past your follies. She will see past your mistakes, but she will also see where you have done her wrong or him wrong. And so the feminine in this energy is very much in her power. And I completely lost track of where I was going. Talking about intuition and insight. So I think where I was going, along the lines of the masculine energy really needing to, if someone has stepped out on the feminine, you know this. The masculine energy is really needing to be honest and come to terms with any pain that they may have caused partners in their lives right now. That's what I feel like is going on, this personal assessment of their life, where they may have done people wrong, where they may have not been honest with themselves or with others, where they may have cheated or lied, and where they have created this karma for themselves. So there's a significant amount of karma that the masculine is sort of plowing through, while the feminine is feeling lighter and lighter. So this is the mirror, right? One feels lighter, one feels heavier, until you come to that place of equilibrium and balance within yourself, which can then be reflected in the external world. So the Three of Wands, give me a second, guys. Hi, Char. Did you want to say hi? Okay, we have a Charlie bear in the house. So the Three of Wands talks about your ships coming in, but it's also trusting and having faith, because you know that you already know they're already there. It's not like you have to wait for them to come in. They're already there. It's just a matter of you trusting and having faith that everything is actually going to work out for you. And it's also dropping the expectation. I've been talking about this a lot, dropping the label, dropping the expectation. This does not mean that you've fallen off the journey, you've fallen off track, or you're not on the path anymore. In fact, it's quite the opposite. When you are on track with yourself, you will light yourself up. You will fill yourself up from the inside out, and it will be reflected as luminosity on the outside, as a joyful exterior, as someone who feels fulfilled and happy and whole within themselves. That's what the feminine is working on. But it's more effortless now than it's ever been, because she has created this stability and is working on creating the stability for herself, within herself. And she's not relying on anything outside of herself anymore. Both of these cards indicate significant amounts of abundance coming in. So yes, there is an element of patience here for the Three of Wands, but the feminine is no longer focused or hyper focused on when or how. So it doesn't matter that she needs to have patience, because she's too busy living her best life. She's too busy making herself happy. She's too busy creating joy and miracles in her own life, believing in magic, believing in miracles, and opening herself up to the realm of possibility, where there are limitless possibilities that exist for her. She is no longer she no longer has tunnel vision and is focused on just one person or just one outcome or one way of looking at things. No, in fact, she's opened herself up to the whole entire world, to the whole entire solar system. It's a great time here with the Three of Wands, because remember, the Three of Wands comes after the Two of Wands. Two of Wands talks about choices and decisions, and it can talk about long-term planning or long-term travel. So with the Three of Wands, you're like, you know, the money is coming in, the abundance is coming in, the love is coming in, the security is coming in, both in relationships and financially. So then making those long-term plans and deciding, where do I want to live? Who do I want to live with? Who do I want to be? What do I want to do for work? How do I want to create and shape my life? It's a very exciting and creative time for the feminine, as highlighted by the Empress card, right? The feminine is in this place of, she's the creatrix of her life. I don't know if I created that word. I thought of it one day, so I don't know if it's been used. I'm sure it's been used before, but I love the word creatrix. I like to say it's my word. It's probably been, there's 7 billion people in the world. Someone else has probably used it before me, but I started using it a couple years ago. And I like to use it when I'm writing or speaking, because it's it's a creative word in and of itself. It's like she's the empress. She's the high priestess. She is the creator, right? She creates in her 3D world, and she gets to create from a place of possibility rather than a place of lack. So look at this, 2 cards for the feminine indicating abundance, being watched over by Archangel Gabriel. The 3 to me represents this higher power stepping into the connection, stepping in to help you achieve that inner union, the inner union, guys. It's where it's at right now. You cannot achieve outer union by focusing on the outer counterpart. And that is much to the dismay of the ego, because the ego is like, fuck that. I just want to focus on the outer masculine. What are they doing? Who are they with? They got married. They had and the soul says, all is well. They are learning a lesson. I am learning lessons. I am learning how to let go. The feminine is learning how to let go in ways she never thought possible, in ways she could have never explored, could have never even anticipated or enjoyed before. She's actually enjoying this process of letting go, because she knows from this place she creates, and anything is possible. It's a blank slate, feminine. You have to understand how important this is for you. And I wish more people would tune into these types of readings, because this is what's going to empower you. This is what's going to bring you into your union, guys. You don't get into union by focusing on the outer manifestation of the counterpart. The outer manifestation is you walking around in a different body. You need to get right with you. You need to balance you. I know this is going to trigger the shit out of someone, and I hope it does. And you give me a dislike, because that also helps the channel. And it's going to help you on your journey, whether you're pissed or not, whether you don't want to hear this or not. You can, oh, she's off the journey, she doesn't know what she's talking about. I have never been more clear and more on the journey than I am now. It's a journey to wholeness within yourself. You are the divine feminine. You are the divine masculine. They do not exist outside of you. That person, again, is simply a manifestation of your inner or lack of inner union. So how you feel about yourself is being reflected back to you in that person who's existing in that body at this time. So when you look at that person and you feel that unconditional love, that is you staring into the eyes of your own soul. That's why nothing compares to it. But there are people choosing to be with soulmates, and some of you on this journey have chosen a soulmate while your counterpart in the physical becomes. While you learn through that soulmate relationship the lessons you need to learn to become whole within yourself. You might marry them, you might have children with them, you might be very happy with them. It's not unheard of. But you may feel like something's missing. You may not. Anything is possible. What would you like to create next? What would you like to create next? What would you like to create next? Some of you have already experienced those soulmate relationships, and now you're ready for union. Be open to how union will manifest. Do not focus on one person. Focus on you. You are the person. You are your union. You are it. There is no, it's like we think we need to achieve. We think we need to get. We think we need to obtain the chariot. All you need to do is allow it to come to you. Draw it towards you, as Joe Dispenza says in his meditations. Draw it towards you. You're creating it. Draw it towards you. He says that over and over and over. My favorite meditation that he does is called Changing Boxes. And he's like, you're drawing it towards you. You're drawing your reality towards you. You're drawing your future towards you. What would you like to create? What would you have happen next? Create that. Manifest that. Tap into that. Let that be your overriding energy for the next 48 hours, 24 hours, 4 hours, whatever you can do, however you can hold on to it. But the longer you can hold on to that vibration, that energy, the quicker you're going to manifest and draw it towards you. The more you focus on the karmic, I'm telling you guys, the readers out there focusing on the karmic partners, there are no actual karmic partners. There's only karmic situations. There's a person who agreed to come in and teach you a karmic lesson, okay? That person, the reader who's doing that, is doing you an injustice and themselves. They're blocking themselves from union. They're blocking you from union. There's no point at all in focusing on someone else. If this is your true divine counterpart, this true divine connection, there is no one else. There's only you and you. So anything, that's why when they say everything else is an illusion, it truly is. It's you and you. It's the relationship with yourself. Nothing else matters. Don't look outside of yourself. Look within. So let's pull a card here for what lessons is the masculine energy learning at this time? Yeah, they're learning how to sit still, how to take a pause in their life without having to move, without having to, they get sort of antsy. They get like ants in their pants and they feel like I have to move, I have to work out, I have to make money, I have to be a mover and shaker. I'm powerful. I must show the world I'm Tarzan. Nope. Masculines are learning the lesson of letting go in their own way, bringing more peace and quiet into their lives. Many of them have taken up meditation of some form or mindfulness of some form, and they're allowing themselves to feel the peace that they create when they step out of the matrix. Okay, when they step into their heart, I do feel very heart-centered energy coming from the masculine energy. Take this as the energy within you. Take this as the energy from the external, however you wish to take this. Divine feminine energy. Surrender to the divine. Look at this. So both of you are like having this exhale moment of like, just having this moment where you are deciding to take it a little easy. Things have slowed down significantly in June, but it's because we're not even taking a time out, guys. Things have happened so quickly over the past 18 months. Nobody even realizes it yet, how far we've come, because it looks like we went backwards. It looks like we're rolling backwards. We're actually moving forward at rapid speeds. So it's time, feminine, to just surrender. This is the full moon energy. You can't force anything, and you know that now. There's no forcing fate. There's no forcing destiny. There is only surrender. That is the only option. Just like there is only love. That is the only option. That is the only thing that's real. Let's see in the joint energy. Your commitment is being tested. Both counterparts. As I said, some of you are being drawn to soulmates right now and have been for several months. Some of you have been introduced to soulmates. Some of you have had soulmate friends come into your life, as I have. Soulmate men that have come in as friends who are really, really showing me kindness and honesty and commitment. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful thing to receive. And I'm allowing myself to receive the gifts from these masculines, these awakening masculines or awakened masculines. It's a beautiful, beautiful gift. So you're not cheating on your counterpart. You're not doing anything wrong. You are allowed to experience joy and love and gratitude and lightness. You're allowed to have fun. Okay, you're allowed to create with other people. You're allowed to have relationships with other people of all kinds. There are no rules. There are no rules. There's no right or wrong. There's just judgment. I do want to pull one more card here, and I want to find out what lessons or what's coming up next. What is coming up next for the counterparts? What is coming up next? I don't want to take those. I want just one card, please. So what is coming up next? Thank you. Conclusions are within reach. So yes, your commitment is being tested at this time, but around the corner, so you can't see clearly yet, right? It's like the fog has cleared, but there's something in the way. There's still obstacles in the way. This is the full moon eclipse, which, by the way, we just had about 3 weeks ago. The full moon eclipse in Sagittarius, the total lunar eclipse. What's happening with this is the answers are going to reveal themselves with time. And I'm just hearing presence, as in your presence is going to dictate how soon the answers will arrive. Like your presence is what matters here. How present can you be for your life? The universe loves a quiet mind. The universe loves a vacuum because you can create inside of that vacuum. There's space. Create space inside of yourself through meditation, through contemplation, through quiet time, through solitude, through nature. Lots of ways to do it. Swim in the ocean, go to the park, have a walk in the park, have a salt bath, meditate, practice mindfulness, mindful walking, mindful breathing, mindful chores, mindful driving, always. Spend time with yourself. Don't fear the aloneness. Many of you are still in fear of being alone or ending up alone. That is something we're working on. That's something to conquer right now. Shock of the new, focus on the light. Yes, exactly what I've been talking about. Thank you, Spirit. The feminine's focusing on the light because the conclusions are within reach and this is worldwide. This has to do with the world events right now as things are coming to light. As we are learning, the people are coming out. People are being brave and courageous. They're risking their lives. They're risking their jobs. okay? Their futures, their abundance, so that the truth can come out. The truth is being revealed at this time. And it's happening on a massive grand scale. They're not reporting it, but it's happening, okay? It's a mass awakening at this time. It cannot and will not be stopped. It won't. They can't. The shock of the new. So, you know what I love about both of these is we have a huge sunflower here and we have sunflowers in her hair. This is about, yeah, this feels like it's a new world. It's a new way of living. It's a new system that's being designed, and it's new ways of you. So first of all, we have to make changes within our personal inner lives, or our inner lives, our inner worlds that are reflected in the outer worlds, that are reflected in the world at large. So what's happening here, guys, what's happening is the feminine is creating within her world. Everything is changing. It may seem slow, it may seem fast, it may just seem it's peaceful, it could be disharmonious. There could be many ways that you may be interpreting this or receiving this, but the change is here and it's happening in our personal lives and it's happening on a grand scale. And you have to trust that this is shocking everyone into awakening out of submission, out of the matrix. People are jumping, literally jumping out of the matrix, free falling out of the matrix. They don't know if they're going to be caught. They're trusting it. These people that are risking their jobs, risking their lives, risking everything to protect others, to protect the world, to protect our freedom. These people are the real true heroes. They're the warriors. We are the warriors. We're standing in the front lines of this battle, the good versus evil, light versus dark. Focus on the light. It's never been more important than now. Understand that as things change, people are going to be afraid. Some people are going to choose to stay in the fear forever. That is no longer our worry, our concern. This is about the wild woman warrior within you, or the wild man within you. Men, masculinity has been challenged at this time. We're calling on all masculines, warriors. The warrior within you, feminine, and the masculines out there, the people who identify as masculines in whatever body, the masculine energy, to stand up, to speak up. And that's what we are doing now. There's this newness that wants to manifest, though. What are you doing, feminine? Break free from barriers. What are you doing to keep this new beginning at bay? Like, what are you doing? Because the Three of Wands tells us it's right here. There's about to be a breakthrough, but what are you doing to maybe hold that back? How are you allowing the fear? And for a lot of you, it's the fear that if you allow yourself to be happy with someone or something else, your counterpart will never come in. That's not true. I want you to wash away that fear now. Focus on the joy. That's your only job at this time. There's a deep, deep stirring within you, feminine. There's a deep stirring. There's a deep revelation happening right now, and it is drawing us towards goodness, drawing us towards the light. I think that what now is sort of a quiet rumble is going to be a loud roar very soon. There's a lioness energy to this, an energy of courageousness. Like I'm being drawn to the Strength card in the Major Arcana of the Tarot deck. There's an energy that says this cannot be stopped, it will not be stopped. And the old way is on its way out, plain and simple. And we know this, but some people's egos are going to flare up at this time. You're going to see just strange things happen, mark my words, where they're going to explain it away as something. I have to be careful with this, but they're going to explain it a certain way, and I'll explain it more on Patreon, and then it's not going to make sense. Like, oh, that's what happened when this really happened. But the truth is going to come out. Okay. There's going to be a lot of people stepping down. There already has been, but there's going to be more and more people stepping down in leadership. And more people that just won't be able to handle the pressure as the light becomes stronger and stronger. Minimus, commune with the source. Yes, yes, yes. So feminine, how are you communing with source? And, I guess the question would be, what is source? How do you identify with source? What does that look like? What does that feel like, right? Both of these cards really speak to, and the Empress card speak to nature really having the answers for us, nature holding the wisdom. Nature is the source, right? It's where we all came from. It's where we all go when we leave this world, right? If you're buried in the ground, in the earth. This is like dropping your attachments. She literally is becoming the forest. Remember I said you are your union, you are your counterpart, you are your journey. You are it. There is no destination. There's a journey. It's all about you. It's all about what's being revealed to you, for you. It's happening. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. So receive the inspiration and the guidance now from Source Feminine, and receive it with love, and receive it with excitement and with joy. And ask yourself, can I allow life to be sweeter, easier, more abundant, or joyful than I ever thought possible? Can I allow that? Can I allow that to be an option? I mean, you can, it's your choice, but will you? It's up to you. Let's choose one more card from the Beyond Lemuria deck. These cards still smell so new. I like the smell. They smell like a new old book. Smells like a library. So for this last question here, let's ask, what does Spirit want us to know at this time? What does Spirit most want us to know at this time? New blueprints. Yeah, a lot of this energy is focused on the new. Look at all the blue and the purple here. So throat chakra, crown chakra, third eye chakra being highlighted. And then there is some red over here, which speaks to, well, the green, the heart chakra, the red, the root chakra, and the orange and yellow here, even with the Empress card. So really all chakras are highlighted here. The solar plexus, the sacral, the root, the heart, the throat, the third eye, the crown chakra, the star chakra, right? The gateway chakra. What I really feel like is going on here, look, shock of the new, focus on the light, conclusions are within reach, new blueprints, is that very soon everything is going to be different. And it's about transformation and creating the action, right? We're moving into a space of inspired action. We've taken this time, maybe a little quiet time to ourselves, or stepping back a little bit, only to propel ourselves forward once again. This is about ethics, which is interesting, and compassion, but the ethics to me represents this, everyone being honest and everyone speaking their truth at this time to allow these shifts to occur, creating, it's the ripple effect. One person speaks truth, more people are guided or courageous, right? They receive that courageousness to speak their truth. Be the change you wish to see, right? A famous quote by Gandhi, be the change you wish to see. Be that. Don't seek that, be that. You want this perfect partner, be that perfect partner. How do you expect to attract in that perfect partner if you don't know how to be that perfect partner to yourself, if you're not providing for yourself, if you don't love yourself, if you don't accept yourself, if you're critical of yourself, if you speak negatively or unlovingly towards yourself? That's what you're going to attract, because we're all mirrors. This is about stepping forward, taking action in some way to benefit humanity as a whole. This is the ripple effect. All of our actions, as I was talking about in the beginning of the reading, all of our actions, all of our decisions, they all matter, and they all have an effect, a massive effect, more than we could ever imagine. We're all connected by that red string of fate. So do what you can right now, guys. Open up to the light. Seed the light where you are. We are each and all of us exactly in the place we're supposed to be at this time. We haven't lost anything. You can't lose anything that's meant for you. So let go. And that's the beauty. You can't lose your counterpart. They live and exist inside of you. Let go and see what magic you can bring in. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Trust your choices. Trust your mind. Start developing a healthier relationship with your mind. Don't let it rule your life, but have that healthy relationship. I send you guys so much love. If you'd like personal coaching and personal guidance in the form of a reading, please reach out to me. The email is listed below. I'm feeling very inspired and guided to assist right now at this time. I feel very clear and very at peace within myself. It's really the most peaceful I've ever felt on my journey. So I radiate that out to all of you, knowing that it will create a ripple effect. I spread it to you. Please spread it to others and pay it forward. God bless. Take care. And I'll see you guys in the next video.